Estamos en vivo.
This is the city of the sun.
El Paso, Texas. Live in Dallas. Fashion.
Yeah,
Icons.
you go down, you go down.
Artists.
Come on, come on. Yeah, yeah.
Food. Sports.
You go down, you go down, you go down.
Y mucho más.
Come on, yeah, yeah. You go down.
Different is what we do. Live and talented.
Get discovered, get exposure, and play at the next level. Prep One. Follow us on all social media platforms.
Crack Futbolero is the latest soccer trend in the 915. Contact us on Facebook or Instagram to get your gear today.
Good evening, El Paso. Welcome to another episode of Live and Talented. You guys, I am so excited to be here with you tonight. For tonight's segment, we have Top Dogs. And we have a very special athlete coming in this afternoon. We have Joel Serrano from Del Valle High School. Go Conquistadores. And this young man is such an athletic and inspiring person. He played soccer and football throughout his high school years, and he has a lot of scholarships lined up for him, not only in soccer, but in football as well. So we have Jesse Tovar from Prep One that's going to be talking to him a little bit more, and we have some questions and some fun games at the end for you. So stay tuned. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Tovar to meet our athlete of the night.
Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Top Dogs. I'm your host, Jesse Tovar, CEO of Prep One. This week we have an awesome guest, two-sport athlete, all-city stud, one of the top dogs. The athlete we're excited to have this week is two-sport athlete Joel Serrano. Comes from none other than Del Valle High School, the Big Bad Blue. This guy's all-city soccer, all-city football. His junior year, he was the MVP of 2-5A. For soccer, he was the 2-5A Defensive Player of the Year. He's done it all. This year, he was the 915 Showcase Offensive Player, Co-Offensive Player of the Year, along with Orion Olivas from Eastlake. This guy just finished going through to the Final Four with his soccer team. He's an awesome, phenomenal talent. He's got half a dozen football offers, a couple of soccer offers, and here's what he had to say when we caught up with him this week.
My name is Joel Serrano. I am 18 years old. I play running back and defender for both football and soccer, and I go to Del Valle High School. I grew up in a family of 6 with my dad, my mom, and 3 younger siblings. I have 2 sisters and another brother. I went to Sageline Elementary over there by Bel Air. As to middle school, I went to Valley View Middle School, which feeds into Del Valle High School, which I currently go to. As for soccer, I started playing when I was 3. I started playing football when I was 6, I believe. And ever since then, I've been loving the sport and continued playing till now. So when I first started playing soccer, I was 3. And the only memory I remember was getting hit in the face. So I don't know why I'm still playing, but that really got me mad that day. I actually did have a period in time where I stopped playing soccer because I loved football so much. I started playing football when I was 7, so that's around the time I stopped playing soccer. I played with the Bandits. That was my first team, played with the Bandits. Coached by my dad, coached by some family members, coached by Coach Eddie, who actually passed away this year for COVID. He was one of my best coaches. I play this sport, for them. I play this sport for, my family that's been there for me. So since I was little, that kind of what boosted my thought process as to what I want to be. If it weren't for sports, I would probably be just playing games, maybe focusing on my schoolwork way more. But if it weren't for sports, I'd probably just be a gamer. If I were to be playing a video game right now, it'd probably be Warzone or FIFA, something like that. Xbox, I'm an Xbox gamer for sure. My favorite artist would probably be Drake because he hits the motivation side, the sad side, the hype side. As to genre, my favorite genre is probably R&B, maybe rap, sometimes rock. I listen to Fall Out Boy most of the time for rock. So for football, I started playing varsity since I was a sophomore. I unfortunately sustained an injury, so I didn't really play that much. But when I got back, I was starting. For my junior year, I was named 2-5A Offensive Player of the Year. I was also part of the all-district team. For my senior year, this current season, I was named the 2-5A overall MVP of this season and a part of the all-city team. I was also a part of the Blue-Gray Combine, Blue-Gray All-American Bowl game, and for soccer, I've been starting since I was a freshman. Freshman year, went semi-far in the playoffs. My sophomore year, I was named to the all-city. My junior year, fortunately, we didn't have a playoff season, but I was named to the all-region defender list. And for this season, we actually went to the state semifinals. Unfortunately, we lost, but it was one heck of a ride. For game days, before COVID, for football, I would be the only one in the locker room, 9th and 10th period, just watching highlight videos in the dark, getting myself ready. My pregame snack was a granola bar. I didn't want to feel heavy for the game, so that's what I ate. For soccer, same thing. 9th and 10th period, I would go to the locker room, just chill with the dark. I would watch highlight videos also of Sergio Ramos, and then boom, game time. For my favorite football player, it would be Emmitt Smith because he's a running back. He's been my favorite since I was little. I've always watched his highlights. If you were to move to the current year, it'd probably be Derrick Henry just because of how massive he is and how he can get off all these tackles. For soccer, my all-time favorite soccer player is probably David Beckham. I've been following him since he was in Manchester United, since he was with Galaxy. My current favorite soccer player is Sergio Ramos, and that's how I try to mimic my playing style in soccer. Very aggressive. He doesn't hold off for nothing. He'll make sure he gets that ball away from the goal. I guess I'll start off with college football. My favorite college football team is Oregon. For NFL, it'd be the Cowboys. Gotta stick with them even through the downsides. My favorite soccer team is Manchester United. Been a fan since I was little. My role model and who I look up to is Kobe Bryant. Why? Because his dedication, his hard work, the way he plays with his team, he might be called a ball hog, but look what he does in a game. Also because if he's hurt, he always tries to bounce back. He tries to keep playing. It just shows what an athlete he is and his dedication to the game. And that's kind of what I try to go by when I get injured or face an injury. I don't want to sit down and stay at home. I want to be back on the field. And thinking of Kobe and the way he showed himself as an athlete kind of made me want to mimic his playing style. So I have an offer from Monmouth College, Culver Stockton College, Carthage College, Pacific Lutheran College. And then for soccer, I actually have a little bit of interest from Otero Junior College men's soccer team up there in Colorado. So many people have asked me this question, my parents, my coaches, many friends, and I can never really give them an answer as to whether I like football or soccer more. But I guess if I were to choose, it would be football, just because of the amount of physicality I can use in that game. And that's the only game, and there's many other sports, but that's one of the main games that you can hurt someone and get away with it and not face any jail time. So that's the fun part about it.
Before we continue, we're going to take a quick break to thank our sponsors. But before that, I want to thank 50/50 Podcast. They've been awesome partners. You can catch them on Twitter and Instagram. They cover wall-to-wall high school soccer news and even collegiate soccer news. So heads up, give them a follow, 50/50 Podcast. Now, here's a word from our sponsors.
Dance El Paso, let's dance! LAT Studio offers the ultimate dance experience in both East and West Side, with classes in ballet, jazz, and hip-hop. Dance is one of the best ways for kids to channel that boundless energy after school. And if you really want to get serious, you can also join one of our competitive dance teams. Register online at latstudio.com and receive your first month absolutely free. Or call us today, East Side off Pelicano or West Side off Remcon. See you there.
Business owners note that location is key. Look no further. Loop 10 Business Park is ready with top-notch retail space. Set in the corner of Rojas and Joe Battle, the busiest highway intersection in El Paso. This area funnels thousands of vehicles every hour to all quadrants of the city. Your business endeavors should be noticed, and all characteristics of a successful business plan start here. Become an owner and never rent together. We have accessible pricing and the deal of the century. This is the American dream. Call now for more information. It's time to reinvent yourself, and what better than to help your community get stronger and healthier? Freedom Academy has a short and quick career paths in the medical field. Get started with courses in phlebotomy, EKG tech, and certified nurse's assistant. Freedom Academy paves a road for a new journey with satisfaction. Call now to enroll.
When a special ability comes naturally, we must nurture it and let it shine. The artistic division at LAT Studio has been developing models and actors for the past 10 years. Models train on real production sets and parade multiple runway shows. Our acting course offers a spring and fall semester for both kids and adults. Come live your dreams under the lights, the camera, and the action. Register online at latstudio.com to try any of our 3 artistic courses absolutely free. Or call us today. East side off Pelicano or west side off Remcon. See you there.
My first best skill would be my physicality. In football, I use my physicality to break off tackles, keep running through the tackles to get as many yards as I could. As for soccer, I use my physicality to body them off. You know, they're kind of small compared to me, so I use my body to hit them off and steal the ball. My next best skill would be my vision. In football, you know, you gotta see the holes, be elusive, you know, so I use my vision to find my next hole and be able to, you know, break through the hole and score. For soccer, I have to use my vision to, you know, find the open space, pass it to my next teammates. My third skill would be my anticipation. In football, you gotta anticipate whether you're gonna bounce out or bounce in, you know, spin out, spin in, when the defender's coming from the back or the side. In soccer, you gotta anticipate whether he's gonna try to cut in or cut out. You know, I gotta know when to strike for the ball or to stay back. My fourth skill would be my ability to track the ball in the air. For soccer, when they have goal kicks or punts, I gotta be able to stop it with my head so it doesn't bounce over and, you know, almost cause a goal. My fifth skill would be my clutch factor. In this season for soccer, we were down 1-0. And within the last 5 minutes, I tied it with a goal to keep us going. For football, one of our games against Burgess, we were going back and forth, and I ended up scoring 3 touchdowns that game. And in the fourth quarter, when they started to get that groove and come back, I was able to get 2 big runs and finish the game. My favorite food would be a burger. I just love patties. It's probably my best and favorite food wherever I go. If we go out of town, I'll get a burger, even though we have many burger places here. So that's my favorite food item. Outside of sports, my hobbies are painting. I love to draw. Sometimes I'll do some graphic design, whatever I could. But most of the time I'll try to be with my siblings or just mess around and play games on Xbox. I've also met Jimmy McClain. He played with the Texans, I think back in 2003 or 2004. He is actually my speed trainer. And I first met Jimmy through my friend. And this was before the whole season. I met him in summer. He actually asked me to go out there and train with him. So I decided, you know, why not, right? Get faster, hopefully. That's what his main goal was. I've been with him pretty much ever since I met him. He's been getting me faster for combines for the season. He's really helped me get my speed up. So I plan on going to UTEP to study and major in kinesiology with a physical education, teacher education background. And I hope to, you know, be a PE teacher and a coach at one of these schools here, and hopefully at DAWG. And I just want to help kids, you know, see that sports is fun and see that running is fun. Hopefully in 5 years, I see myself being a PE coach and or a football coach, soccer coach at one of the local high schools here. I plan on studying and majoring in kinesiology with a background in physical education, teacher education. I'm Joel Serrano and you're watching Top Dogs.
Awesome to watch. Thanks again, Joel Serrano. Phenomenal talent. He had an awesome high school career. We can't wait to see where he ends up. His decision time's coming up pretty soon. Is he going to be playing soccer? Is he going to be playing football? Where is he going to end up? We can't wait to see where he commits and where he ends up signing to. And thank you, Joel, and the Serrano family. You've been great to watch. I know he has a little sister that's playing soccer and she's killing it as well. So I don't know if it's that Serrano pipeline, right? So we thank the Serrano family. We thank Joel. We thank everybody at Top Dogs. And again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Top Dogs.
All right, El Paso, there you guys have it, Top Dogs and our amazing athlete from the Valle High School. Thank you so much for being here, Joel Serrano. And we want to go ahead and thank Mr. Tovar from Prep 1 for being with us on another live episode of Life and Talented. We will see you here next Saturday.
The catwalk, the photos, the lights, the camera, the action. Get on your Prime and begin training today. Register at latstudio.com and become a Halo model.
This segment is brought to you by Solar Kings. Join the empire of solar energy today.
Estamos en vivo.
This is the city of the sun.
El Paso, Texas.